you're getting a lot of information dumped on you, right? And this is going to be hard to remember. You're going to create a 9 photo essay that's going to tell a story. It's going to have a beginning, a middle, and an end, and all this. All right? Just 4 shots. Wide, medium, close-up, extreme close-up. These can be duplicated, shifted around, and moved. Okay, because we're talking about digital media for most of this, right? So if you're writing a blog post, okay, and so people are looking at your website and they go,
oh, featured image.
Featured image, thank you, that's what it was, yes.
Matt, thank you for bringing this workshop to us. Like daily, we have so much social media content, but this is how to combine.
For my time in Bali, I took a street photography class from someone who I think of as a true master. Street photography is an interesting kind of contact sport. It can either upset people, or it can lead to meaningful connections with people in a world full of strangers. Sometimes, it depends on how you approach it. This kind of photography can help you notice things, little things, things that give insight into what people find meaningful. Asking someone to take their photo while working could annoy them, but then take the risk. It can also elevate their everyday drudgery into an art form. Like in the case of photographing these workers in the pond in our hotel, we see some of the challenges. When we take photographs of people, we can end up elevating them too much. It's all in the camera. At the same time, if we aren't careful, even with their permission or even their enthusiasm, you can still feel like you are photographing wildlife at the zoo. But hopefully, our photographs give dignity to people. Sometimes people end up performing for the camera, and we end up with something like this. My instructor is one of the most compassionate and professional photographers I've ever met. Let's hear a little from him.
Hi, my name is Matt Brandon, and I am currently in Bali teaching a course on visual storytelling. It's something that I've developed over the years. I teach it for both profit and for nonprofits. And I'm a photographer. I've shot for National Geographic Traveler and then Asian Geographic and other magazines. And I do a week to 2-week workshop on how to photograph, how to compose, how to see, how to communicate this vision, either a vision that you have or a vision of someone else that you want to explore visually.
My assignment was to take these kind of miniature stories that resemble something like a short scene in a movie. We sometimes get these gorgeous shots of people, but putting them in context by capturing the world that they live in and the surrounding story, it gives a deeper sense of dignity and human connection. And to get the story, sometimes you have to spend a little time with the subjects you're photographing. I spend a lot of the day taking photos, and yet I can only submit one series. Here's what I came up with. It's from a seller of soccer jerseys right outside the place where we're staying. You really don't have to go far to find a story. Let's see how this one holds up in class.
This is your shop keeper here, right? That guy?
Yeah, well, I think it is.
Oh, this is wasted space. Probably crop it right through here. And I'd probably crop it here, right? And I'd probably crop it across here. It's nice, good portrait. Very balanced, yeah. Is there a problem that he's in the middle of the frame like that? Now, one thing I would like to see different is this one definitely is out of focus. I also like the details, like, what is this here? Why is this here? What are we looking at? Oh, look, there's a nail. What's that here? Good. Because he could have cropped that out.
Yeah.
But he didn't. That's a frame within a frame and leading lines.
Yeah.
She's got motion blur on her.
Yeah.
I would like to have that more. There was something else I was going to suggest. Oh, I can't even see him waving.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Still what it is. But overall, yeah, well done.
For me, connection means spending time with friends. I'm going from Denpasar up to the rice fields of Ubud to meet some friends from different parts of Indonesia. Some of the nicknames given to Bali are the Island of the Gods and Land of 1,000 Temples. These nicknames are accurate. I've never seen so many statues in my whole life. Before Bali was ever a Hindu island, it was a Buddhist island. And as long as time remembers, it was steeped in animism. So today it is a unique blend of all three of these. But darkness is so pervasive here. Every nook and cranny is filled with monsters, spirits, and offerings to them. The Balinese dance is world famous, but someone told me that anyone doing it summons help from the spiritual world. But through all the hype, it's impossible not to notice the sheer beauty of God's creation. Like I said, connection for me is being with friends. But here in this spiritual climate, my friends are extra helpful in discerning what's sinister and what's just good fun. I'm from Kansas, and so I really relate to this kind of agricultural environment. But one thing's clear, we are not in Kansas now. Bali is so full of beauty. It's like the Creator is crying out for our attention. One of these friends is someone I've recently met. She grew up on a nearby island, and so she is the perfect cultural informant for the Balinese culture. My other friend is from further away, but I've known her for years. There's something really wonderful about finding meaningful connection with close friends in a place of beauty. After the stop in the fields, we went up to Mount Kintamani, where there was a restaurant overlooking one of Bali's active volcanoes, Mount Agung and Lake Batur. I had the best day with my friends in the highlands of Bali.
Do you remember last year we were here? We were beside the beach in Sanur. And now we are here in Kintamani. Something different, right? What do you think? Yeah.
Better. Yes. The one was by the beach, and I remember the waves were so big. Yes. And
the seafood is so good.
Oh yeah, I remember we eat big fish, right?
Yes, it was on the plate looking at us. Did you grow up eating a lot of fish when you were young?
Yeah, because my family, they really love beach. So like every Sunday we always went to picnic. My families love to go to picnic to the beach.
Look at the bats. Are they bats? What is on here?
Others go.
Is it a kind of bird? They
Yeah.
feel like they're flying all over. Yeah.
I think this is special bird just come out in the evening. Their saliva is very expensive.
They
Their
use for
saliva?
food.
Yeah, their saliva is kind of medicine.
Chinese medicine.
Really?
Chinese
Yes.
restaurant for
It's
food.
very expensive.
In Chinese restaurant, the price is so expensive.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have the bird and then you have the
Saliva.
you will be rich.
Really?
Yeah. For 1 kg, like how many? Like maybe about $3,000.
Yeah, God has made some amazing creation.
Yeah.
And it's so peace here, yeah.
Very peaceful.
Special moment.
I think of how much I can't live without these life-giving connections. And as I see people here trying to appease the spirits day in and day out, I can't help but think that God wants even more from us than this kind of dutiful worship. He wants the kind of connection to us that comes from being friends. This has been Marci reporting from Bali. We'll see you on the other side.